poison or pleasing? This apricot has a bigger story than you realize. And for us, it all starts with Dukkah. Hey, Mo, good to see you, brother.
Thanks for coming.
Where are we at here?
Holy Land, here we go.
What are we doing today?
We're gonna buy the ingredients for Dukkah.
Okay, Dukkah is a crunchy nut, seed, and spice blend from Egypt. This seasoning is put on everything from appetizers to entrees. What are the spices we need?
Aleppo chili, pepper. Yep. It's got this beautiful smokiness and then bright acidity.
But it has a little bit of that heat, right?
Just really very subtle heat that fits perfectly in the Midwest palate.
Yeah.
I like to use whole spices. So fennel seeds, coriander seeds, cumin, and sesame seeds. We'll get the toasted one. Sesame seeds.
Almonds.
Yeah, we toast it and then we crack it.
So when you're looking for apricots, like what are you looking for?
For the Dukkah recipe, we're using the kernels, but I will buy some ripe ones so we can enjoy the apricot itself and then use the kernels. That should do it.
One of the things, Mo, I'm seeing as we're buying these ingredients is like, they're not like exotic ingredients. Most of this stuff you probably have in your house already.
I agree with you. What I really love about Dukkah is the versatility. You know, you can use it in a lot of different things. Sprinkle it on soup, salads, on eggs, eat it with bread and olive oil.
You know, the more you talk about Dukkah, the more I just think about how like it's kind of a condiment, right?
It is a condiment.
It's a condiment.
Yeah. It has a great shelf life, so you can make a really big batch and enjoy it.
So tell me about Dukkah.
We'll make two different versions of Dukkah. One is more like a holiday version where we use almonds because we don't use it on a daily basis, and one like the poor man version, which is the apricot kernel.
Apricots are an ancient stone fruit. Unlike many other stone fruits, apricots actually ripen from the inside out, making it particularly difficult to decipher when they are ripe, and even more difficult to find as the apricot season only lasts a few short weeks. The apricot season is so short, there's a common idiom in Arabic, Bukra fil mish, which literally translates to tomorrow when the apricots blossom, but really means, yeah, that's never gonna happen.
For example, you ask me to do something for you, and I say Bukra fil mish. And which means I'm never gonna do it, you know, because again, I think the relationship is like the short season of the mish of the apricots and the fact that I don't wanna do it, so fil mish. So what we're gonna do is just cut some of these apricots in halves.
They're simple and it pops right out?
Pops right out. As I was a little child growing up in Cairo, we have a fruit shop in the street corner, so we'll go there early in the morning and then we'll find all the apricot kernel, collect them, and then crack them and toast them, add cumin, salt, and pepper.
I want to know a little bit more about this mallet here, right? So I feel like four. And so where did you get this mallet?
So that was like love from the first sight. I was at that estate sale, and then I just entered through the door, and me and the mallet like did this. So I just bought it with no like second thought.
It's like you walked in, you're like sold.
That's it. Yeah. It's like,
let's get cracking, huh?
We're gonna crash all these bits up and get the nuts out of them, and I'm just gonna fold it. You basically just kind of like, and then just you see, I hear it.
So you're really listening for that breaking.
Yeah, here you go. And I try not to break it too much so it doesn't crack around. So here you go. That's the kernel right there.
And it looks like a little almond.
A little almond, yes.
Yeah, it looks like a tiny almond.
Tiny little almond, yeah.
So apricot kernels. Some people say they cure cancer. Others say they'll kill you. There's no scientific studies proving that they cure cancer. So we're gonna leave that one alone. But apricot kernels have a natural plant toxin called amygdalin. And once eaten, amygdalin turns into cyanide. Yes, cyanide, which can kill you. Amygdalin is found in lots of things you're familiar with, like apple seeds, cherry pits, and almonds. Basically, processing the kernels, like fermenting, soaking, cooking, or grinding them, decreases the amount of amygdalin, which is why we see them used sparingly in recipes like jams and even ice creams. But yeah, kids, don't try this version at home. Leave it to the experts.
Next step is to toast those apricot kernel.
So Mo, what does Dukkah mean?
Dukkah literally means to pound. When Dukkah was found centuries ago, there was no grounding machine. Everything was done by hand. So you'll bring all the spices and just literally duk in Arabic, meaning pound. Yeah, when you toast nuts like this, you really have to be close to them because in a matter of like split second, they can get burned. So I think these are pretty good. We're gonna toast some fennel seed, coriander, and then cumin. Now we can smell, the aroma of the spices. That really reminds me of my mom. It reminds me of the spices store in Cairo. It reminds me of the falafel store. It's really just so intoxicating. It's almost like incense, The next thing we'll be toasting is the almonds, because we're gonna make one version of the dukkah with the apricot kernels, the second one with almonds. 3 minutes, and then should be ready to go.
So Mo, we toasted everything. What's next?
Well, next we're gonna ground this beautiful spices. Here we go. That should do it. It's super fast. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's got a little coarse shape to it. Oh, the smell.
The smell is incredible.
Voila. So now put some spices in each bowl. Because we're gonna make two different versions. Here we go. So that's the apricot. Yeah, and then basically we're just gonna crack it, but you want it to be coarse. See?
Okay.
And then we're just gonna drop this on top of one of the bowl, and then get the almond. So the next thing is we're gonna add some salt, some black pepper, some Aleppo chili for subtle spiciness, smokiness, acidity, and then the beautiful sesame seeds. Don't be shy with the sesame seeds, just go for it. And then just really a tad of sugar. And what the sugar does is doesn't make it sweet, but it opens up all these like powerful spices. It really opens it up. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna stir this one.
Yeah, please, yeah.
What do you eat with this? What are some of your favorites?
My favorite one is really to eat it with eggs. It's so fantastic. I love poached egg on top of anything. That poached egg gets a good dose of dukkah. Amazing.
How would you use this in a protein?
I take that dukkah and add really good olive oil and then bunch of different herbs. And I take that beautiful paste and I coated marinate lamb chops in it. Out of this world. Yeah. With lamb, with chicken, fantastic. Yeah. Really good, really good. Welcome, have a seat.
Yeah. Mo, this is incredible. What do we have here?
Oh, well, we have the two version of dukkah we did, the almond and the apricots, some Tunisian extra virgin olive oil, pita bread. So basically, going to enjoy this.
Oh, I love these napkins.
It's like
I feel like a giant.
No, but there is something really close to my heart about sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
And we have an Arabic saying that says, "من التراب وإلى التراب نعود," which means from soil we are created, and to soil we return. And when you sit down, it's almost like you become closer to the soil, to the earth, to the ground. So I love sitting on the floor like this.
Yeah.
But once you go ahead, olive oil, dukkah, enjoy.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
You're welcome. So yummy.
This is so delicious.
Yeah.
And it's so flavorful. And you're right. The combination of those seasoning is incredible. As I eat the one with the apricot the kernels in it, yes, you have all that flavor because it is overpowering. The cumin, the coriander, and everything. But it does have kind of that nutty richness from the apricot.
Apricot flavor really take me to my childhood. Really does. That flavor that reminds me when we harvest the apricot kernel from the fruit store and cracked it and toasted it. It's really very childhoody memory. That's for sure. And of course the cumin, because the cumin was everywhere in anything that my mom cooked.
Come in your house and you're opening that up to us, man. That's so cool.
Don't hear anything. Wow, they are really stubborn. Okay, I'm gonna go different spots.
Bigger mallet.